Welcome to this new edition of Hope Healthy Living. Today we're going to talk about food, but before that, my heart goes out to you and everyone who is suffering right now. We are in unprecedented time, so let's stick together and stay strong. Speaking about being healthy and strong, we need food. And I know many of you have been trying to get some grocery. So let's talk about what we can have affordable and healthy. We're going to start with the first group. These are my grains. This is what you call energy food, your carbohydrate. But because we're doing everything based on our budget, we might not be able to have the best carbohydrate, which is full of fiber. But what we can do is to be conscious of what we're buying. So what I do is to make sure that I mix it up a little bit. So here, for example, I have 100% whole wheat grain. These are the buns for maybe sandwiches for the kids. 100% whole wheat grain. This is healthy for you. It has more fiber, and fiber helps with digestion, and it also keeps you full longer. So I also have whole wheat tortilla. This is also healthy than the white flour. I have parboiled rice. We eat rice. Rice is really that go-to food when you are on a limited budget. You cannot have anything that you want, but buying rice and beans will take you a long way. So for now, we keep the rice. I have pasta. I'm not a very fan of pasta, but the kids love pasta. So when you're doing your grocery, think about the children, if they like pasta better than rice, it's carbohydrate. You can also get some pasta for the children. Of course, for morning, waffle. My kids like to eat waffle, especially now that they're at home. Easy to make breakfast for the kids. Just add a little bit more fruit and their dairy, and they are good to go. Speaking about whole grain, also, when you buy the old-fashioned kind of oat, you are guaranteed to have more fiber. This is less processed. The one that you cook in less than 30 seconds, you want this kind. Old-fashioned, 100% whole grain. I have masa. I grew up eating masa, and this is one of the things that I always have as a staple grocery. We cook a variety of dishes using masa. Couscous, sometimes for variety. I like wheat couscous. Again, this is one of those choice of carbohydrate. I get this thinking of the children. They like this best. So noodles is always a go-to carbohydrate in my house. Now, we are going to talk about the second group, which is your fruit and vegetable. Now, let's talk about vegetable. At Envision Hope Healthy Living, we want you to have affordable vegetable. We know this can be a difficult time for families, but we also want those vegetables to be healthy. For example, if you are buying vegetable, you can choose frozen vegetable. Can be a very good alternative for a limited budget. I bought peas, which my children eat for lunch. A pea salad is always a good option, full of iron. These are plant-based iron, so good for you. I have okra. Okra is also a very good vegetable. We grew up eating okra in Africa, so now I can also teach the kid how to eat okra. of buying vegetable in season. Cabbage. This is a very big cabbage. For a family of 4, this can be 2 meals, and it's very affordable. Full of vitamin K. Carrots. These are your B-carotene, the orange color. Carrots are very good for you. And you can buy it just in bulk like this. It's cheaper. Now let's talk about a dark green, kale, turnip, celery, all that dark color. The poivron, I call it poivron in French, but this is bell pepper. So the dark green color tells you these vegetables are rich in iron. And besides that, they are full of other minerals like calcium and potassium. Same thing with the celery, and this is very affordable. So think of buying vegetable in season and think of color. Red, yellow, green. You are going to have a variety of nutrients. Now, my next group will be fruit. Fruits are very healthy and good for you. There are ways to buy affordable fruit. For example, if you buy pineapple in season, this pineapple can serve a family of 4, and it's relatively inexpensive. What I also do is to make sure I have grapes. Now, when kids want something, they're craving for a little bit of sugar, fruit, it's better than sugary drinks. And usually they will eat the fruit when you serve them. Here we have avocado, fruit, vegetable, you decide. Avocados are good for you. It's full of unsaturated fat, which is the good fat. And avocado can be very expensive sometimes. So what I do on a limited budget is to buy it maybe just once a week. You don't have to buy avocado every day. You don't even have to buy it, once a week like I do. But make sure that you include avocado in your diet. Banana. I only have one because it goes really fast. We use banana for smoothies in the morning for kids. We use banana sometime during the day when kids have sport, full of potassium. So banana is really good for you. Make sure you get some at every grocery. It's also a very affordable fruit. Here we have apples. I always get apples. Apples are very good for you, full of vitamin and minerals. These, you have apple, you have your potassium, you have your vitamin A and calcium. Okay? Now let's talk about the dark fruit. When you see the color, dark fruit, rich in antioxidant. These are fruit that will help boost your immune system. So they're good for you. Orange, vitamin A. Again, you don't get enough of it. You always need them in your fridge. Lime. We always get lime. If you have lime in your house, especially at this time, you can make a tea and add lime and honey. Very good source of folic acid. You need that immune system booster. Okay, we talk about being on limited budget at envisionhope.com. So sometimes I do have to buy, canned fruit. Applesauce are very good for you. I mixed it in the morning with yogurt and banana and blueberry for a good smoothies for my family. So if you don't have a lot of money, mix it up, buy some fruit, fresh fruit, and get some candy. Now let's talk about protein. Protein are very good for you. We all need protein in our body. Now, when we talk about protein, we talk about meat. I like white meat. They have less fat in general. Chicken, turkey are some of the examples of white meat that you can buy. Fish is also a good source of protein. Fish is full of omega fatty acid, which is good for you. So, it doesn't mean you cannot eat red meat, but you try to limit the amount of red meat because red meat can be very high in cholesterol. So, here for example, today for dinner, I have pork chop. So, voila. If you have pork chop sometime, the kids particularly, they love it. You can serve it with baked potato, you can serve it with rice, you can serve it with French fries, why not? And always make sure you have some vegetable on the side. Peas, carrot, broccoli, anything that you have available in your fridge. I'm going to set this aside so we don't mix it up. Let's talk about another source of protein, dairy. Dairies are very good for you. We have milk, we have yogurt. This is part of the dairy product. This is a very good snack for kids. Serve yogurt with some fruit, topped with a little bit of nuts, and serve with crackers. They love it. What about egg? I grew up eating egg. This is a very good source of protein. It's an alternative to meat. So some days you can just make some eggs and your family will still have the protein they need. Beans, this is a plant-based source of protein, so it's an alternative for people who don't want to eat red meat or any meat at all. Beans are vegetable, but they're very rich in iron, which is also in the category of protein. Okay, so now we're going to wrap it up with nuts. Nuts are vegetable, but they're very rich in fiber and iron. So you should include nuts into a healthy diet. You can have these mixed nuts. They're relatively inexpensive compared to the individual packaged nuts. This is like buying in bulk. It's good for a family of 4. This can last about, a week or 2, right? When they don't eat too much. Okay, so this is very good. Serve nuts with yogurt for a healthy snack. Okay, so I think this wraps up this edition of Envision Hope Healthy Living. Stay strong, stay healthy. We need to be resilient. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check more video on Envision Hope Healthy Living on YouTube channel and visit our website for more ideas on healthy living at envisionhope.com or join us on Facebook. Good night.